Salut, donc voici donc à la suite. Donc j'ai un peu amélioré mon armure, légèrement. J'ai un peu plus de protection, c'est surtout ça. J'ai amélioré celle de Kurt et je lui ai mis du coup l'armure de Ruff, je pense. Et du coup bon j'ai un peu amélioré, j'ai aussi amélioré un peu l'armure de Vasco. Donc comme ça au moins c'est un peu mieux. J'ai pas vraiment gagné d'argent puisque j'ai pas vidé mon inventaire. Est-ce que je peux l'ouvrir? Toujours pas. J'ai pas du tout aussi au niveau de mes compétences, j'ai rien touché pour l'instant parce que j'ai envie de réinitialiser, mais je sais pas vraiment le pourquoi du comment que je vais le réinitialiser en fait. Alors, on part sur la quête du coup, le secret du prince. On va essayer de finir cette quête. Voilà, et en espérant que celle-ci se passe beaucoup mieux que ce que j'ai vécu avant. Je vais pas sauvegarder là, je sauvegarderai après. Avant de rentrer au palais. En même temps, si je sauvegarde, je sauvegarde là. En même temps, là, je vois pas ce que je peux faire comme quête en plus. J'ai fait la quête de cœur, donc normalement, ça devrait pas mal se passer. Donc là, c'est la quête où il y avait des problèmes avec les notes. Si on se rappelle, c'est celle de pas l'épisode précédent, mais celle de l'épisode d'avant. Et du coup, bah, on va en parler, du coup, à l'amiral.
I settled the problem in San Mateus. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminis. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies. We transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Fredee was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go see him.
I am sorry, Greenblood. I promise you that I knew nothing of it. And as far as I'm concerned, this changes nothing. I will keep watching over you.
Ok. Voyageons donc à Constantin.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters, like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see? I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me! Constantine, stay with me! Constantine! There is a chance he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No. No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I am dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Cousin, I don't want...
Constantine, I am here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that cannot be dealt with later.
But please, please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story. Believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother was captured from here during one of them. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
Your fair cousin. No. All the lies that we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told I am the spitting image of my dead father, lost during an expedition. I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my fair cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day.
Oh non, me dis pas. Oh non.
Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell me.
Silence! We have little time and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness.
Huh?
How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. Definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No, we must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where your conspirators are?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off the heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now.
Et pas encore heureux que j'ai fait la quête avant, parce que sinon ça se termine très très mal. Waouh. Bon, alors là on a pas mal de combats. C'est pas que je peux pas prendre Pétrus, mais je... Voilà. On va rester avec eux.
We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirange.
We must hurry, before the guard can act.
Ok, il y a quand même... Étage supérieur, mettre en sécurité les... Monter. Ah, il faut que je monte, déjà. Constantin, il vient avec moi, hein. Ouais, ok. Par là.
Lord de Costillion, the coin guard tried to assassinate my cousin, and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
Bah, ça fait beaucoup de petit monde avec moi là. Ah, d'accord, ok. Ça, c'est devant. On passera le fake. C'était pas la bonne porte.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Let's see if you know how to...
Make a potion if you want to.
Oh, c'est vite. Ça utilise pas mal de... Oh, ils ont popé en face. Ok. Ok. Lady Morange, elle se trouve... elle se trouve en bas. Donc, de toute manière, il faut que je redescende.
poison on my blade. Then let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Attends, il nous attaque dans l'escalier. C'est peut-être pas vraiment la meilleure. Ok, ici il n'y a personne. Le Pétrus et Siora, vous avez pas trop fait votre travail là.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Move away.
Putain, je préfère cette version que l'autre d'avant. Il n'y a pas photo. Faut que j'aille où? Mettre en sécurité les conseillers et étage inférieur. Encore un autre étage. Ah oui, mais là, du coup, faut que j'aille chercher celui qui se trouve là. C'est ça, c'est par là. Ouais.
Lord Minister, the Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
The Guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you.
Donc c'est les fameux assassins en fait de la quête d'avant. D'où la raison pour laquelle il fallait faire les quêtes d'avant. Non, les quêtes annexes qui sont pas vraiment des années. Ah, j'espère que je ne touche pas aussi les gens. Se trouver dans des petits coins comme ça, c'est pas vraiment le meilleur du truc. Ok, donc moi je devais être un autre lieutenant à mon avis. Donc maintenant il faut aller en bas. Donc c'est pas... Je peux lui parler. J'espère qu'il a une quête pour moi. Ça doit faire longtemps qu'il doit avoir une quête pour moi. Par là, et ok, on traverse tout partout. On les met en sécurité. Ça c'est très étrange de les mettre en sécurité. J'avais mis de la magie exprès. Ok, par là.
We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone who is dear to me. And the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well. I promise to stay here, obediently awaiting your return.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself. You were dear to me as well.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our lives.
You will be safe here.
Ok, il y a un moyen de sortir plus rapidement? Non. Dès que je les aurais laissés dans leur chambre là-haut ou que je les aurais mis là, ça revient au même. C'est pas vraiment plus en sécurité qu'autre chose. On les a juste cachés quoi. Alors le dîme orange. Et après avertir les autres gouverneurs. Comment je fais pour avertir les autres gouverneurs? Je me téléporte. Mais quand tu te téléportes, il se passe quand même du temps quoi. C'est que ça veut dire.
Lady Morange, make ready to depart. We cannot remain here.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided to take control of the Isle. They plan to overthrow the governors. They were set on assassinating Constantine and his entire entourage.
The idiots!
You are in danger. Do you know a safe place we could take you?
Don't worry about me. I have friends here. They will hide me. Go! And do be careful.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Come on, I'll show you what gods are made of.
Ok, du coup, avertir les autres.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
Ah, la ville est fermée.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Oh, come on, if you dare.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Oh! Vache, il était...
Messenger, be ready to leave at once. You must warn the governor of Hikmet that a conspiracy is underway targeting him.
It's just that I can't leave the city just yet.
What are you talking about? The order comes from the governor. What more do you need?
It's just that I was told if I left the city today, it would cost me my life.
Who said that? The commander's men, I suppose.
I don't really know, but they were heavily armed and they pay very well.
And so you are prepared to betray your prince and country for a few coins. Don't you understand that the reason I am standing before you is because the guard failed to take this city? Do you know the punishment reserved for traitors?
Sorry, Excellency, but
Quoi?
I can't. Move along now, Your Excellency, or find somebody else.
Je te soudoyerai pas.
It would seem drawing arms is the only way to convince you. En garde!
Ah, je peux te la faire.
Poison on my...
Ok.
Mercy!
Okay.
Mercy! Don't kill me! I shall carry the message.
That would be in your best interest. Go! Run!
Je ne payerai pas. Allez hop. Sérieusement, on est dans un moment de... Oh non, on m'a payé. Je n'irai pas. Ouais, n'importe quoi. Pas m'amuser à leur payer pour ça quoi. T'as vu comment ils sont tous intelligents et qu'ils ont presque tous les pièges.
Things are about to get dicey.
You won't regret ever going
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Oui, c'est bon, je suis au courant.
Things are about to get dicey. Let's see if you can ward off this feint.
Ça veut dire quoi que le fait qu'ils étaient plus forts que moi? Ok. Alors l'autre... Attends, on va prendre des points, déjà. Que j'ai eu 3 points à l'autre. Ah oui, Stase, je l'ai pas mis. Le coup de pied, je pense jamais à l'utiliser. Par contre, ça, c'est pas mal. J'aime bien. Talent, j'avais dit charisme. Science, ça peut être pas mal, mais... ça peut être pas mal, ça aussi.
Make preparations to leave. I have a message to communicate immediately to the governor of San Mateus. You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the Coin Guard is preparing a coup d'etat. Her life and those of her entourage are in grave danger.
Very well, Your Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
The commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards' secondary activities. In the basement.
I see. Our priority should still be to stop Torsten. We will worry about the others later.
Tu veux que avec le temps là qu'il y a, que je m'amuse à trouver des trucs de garde? Pénétrer dans la caserne du Denis. Est-ce que j'en ai sur moi un truc de garde? Pour moi, ça c'est pour... Ouais, c'est la même. D'accord. Pénétrer dans la caserne du denier. Ok, bah vas-y, on va passer par la cuisine. De toute façon, ils sont au sous-sol, les... Ah bah non, au final, je suis passé par là. Faut que je monte. Ah d'accord, ok, il m'attaque pas, ça m'arrange. On va s'occuper de Thorsten. Thorsten se trouve par là. Arrêter les lieutenants et entendre. Vas-y, on va dans le bureau d'abord.
Shit. We've arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers.
Message pour le commandeur Thurston. Commodore, nous avons suivi vos instructions à la lettre. Si l'opération venait à échouer, une escorte vous attendra à la sortie de la caserne pour vous accompagner jusqu'au port où le navire nôtre que vous avez réservé est amarré.
Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
Attends, je fouille dehors. Accroche-t niveau 3. Alors ouais, je m'occupe pas des lieutenants.
Torsten is a snake, but he's clever. Apparently, he suspected I would refuse to follow his orders.
He must have been told about our attack on the ghost camp and drew his own conclusions. He knew it's blocked.
Ah, c'est bloqué. En fait, Kurt ne m'a pas attaqué uniquement.
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of! Come here, you pathetic dog!
C'est Kurt qui t'a tué en fait, je crois.
The game is over for you, Commander.
Ah, du coup, j'ai pas arrêté les lieutenants. Du coup, j'ai fait une partie de la carte. Bon, on les retrouvera peut-être sur autre chose. Ah, je voulais me dépêcher en fait pour être sûr de pas le perdre en fait. Oh, oh, il est vraiment pas bien.
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
I thought you would like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. And as for you, my fair cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
I was told that you were able to catch the commander before he got away.
Barely, but alas, his lieutenants managed to escape.
I care little for the underlings. The commander will pay for all of them. Do you happen to know the punishment we practice for treason? Oh yes, I remember now. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I do suffer, my fair cousin. I suffer so horribly, and alas, we have yet to discover neither cure nor remedy.
I'm sorry. I fully intend to continue my research. We have a number of leads, but with all that's been happening...
Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem, Thélème are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Ok.
My fair cousin! Come closer and tell me what brings you...
Constantine, how are you feeling? Are you in great pain?
This sickness is horrible, believe me. Now I understand what your mother went through. But you have not come to hear my complaints. Speak. It will give me something else to ponder.
Ah,
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Ok, bon, j'ai rien en fait à lui parler. En fait, ouais, je peux lui parler, mais il a pas de petit point d'exclamation au-dessus de la tête. Ok. Du coup. J'ai eu des nouveaux trucs. Oh, je sais pas vraiment eu plus de trucs que ça. Ok. Ok. Je fais un tout petit peu au niveau des quêtes. Alors, on a les remèdes pour le Malicor, donc culte démoniaque, le village Perpétrus, le campement de l'expédition, trouver le guérisseur de Wenshai Veillé. Ça, je pense que, ouais. Et le guérisseur de Sunday. De l'autre truc là. Ensuite, on a la quête de Pétrus. Alors celle-là, franchement, la quête... du coup, je vais vous faire la petite vidéo après, parce que là, ça fait que 40 minutes, donc ce sera pas mal. De comment ça se passe si on fait pas la quête de Kurt avant. Et ça m'a un peu... fait mal au cœur. Donc du coup, j'ai pas arrêté les lieutenants. Donc... carrément, je me suis basé commandeur. Je me suis dit, si jamais je m'arrête sur le lieutenant, peut-être que j'aurai pas le commandeur. Du coup, le commandeur Thorsten dirige toute la garde du denier depuis plusieurs années. C'est un homme intelligent malgré sa brutalité et sa rudesse, et on le dit très bon stratège. Ses soldats le respectent, même si certains lui reprochent de tremper dans des affaires peu glorieuses et de s'être éloigné des idéaux d'honneur qu'avait la garde à l'origine. Le commandeur s'est avéré plus retard encore que vous ne le soupçonniez en préparant un gigantesque coup d'État à l'échelle de l'île. Ces plans auraient presque certainement réussi sans l'avertissement de votre ami Kurt. Vous n'avez d'autre choix désormais que de tout faire pour l'empêcher de les mener à bien. Thorsten est mort, vous lui avez fait payer sa traîtrise de sa vie. Ah oui, d'accord, oui, bah, du coup il est mort. Ok, bon bah du coup, je vous mets la petite vidéo après de comment ça s'est passé. C'est un peu violent. Et je vais parler un peu...
Greenblood, my friend. Glad to see you. I'd like to talk to you about something.
I'm listening.
Remember that note we found in Rolf's office?
Of course. The one that said the recruits had been sent to different governors.
Yes. It was signed with a name I'm familiar with. Herman. Somebody I'd hoped never to cross paths with again. He was the one who founded the camp we closed. And believe me, he has done an incredible amount of damage to the guard. I'm gonna find him and make him pay for what he's done. I know that he's in San Mateus.
This quest for revenge isn't only about what happened to Raina and the others, is it? Very well. You can count on me. What do you plan to do?
Major Herman is posted in San Mateus. He's part of the Red Sun Regiment now. He's loyal to Torsten, but kept his head down when the coup was dismantled.
Isn't denouncing him enough? He'll be put to death for high treason.
The Guard's reputation has suffered enough from Torsten's scheming, and he has connections in high places. I'm sure he has many supporters.
What are you getting at? Are you going to kill him yourself? If he's well connected, the Mother Cardinal will surely hear about it, and I doubt she'd be pleased.
I know. That's the whole problem. We need to get rid of him without anyone finding out.
If Petrus were here, he would probably tell us to do the exact opposite.
That old fox is as sly as ever. But I don't see what you're getting at.
There's a group in San Mateus that can make someone disappear in broad daylight, without anyone saying anything about it.
Those mad inquisitors.
Exactly. It might not be easy to convince our good friend Aloysius, but it's worth the try.
You're right. And if we bring Petrus, he will surely help us sway the Inquisitor. I must say, this is a horrid solution. But if anyone deserves it, it's that bastard Herman. We'll need to find him, though. And he's been keeping a low profile since the coup failed.
And we've already seen to what extent the law of silence has on the guard.
We need help. Our new commander might be able to tell us who to turn to. She knows everybody.
All right then, agreed. Let's start by going to see her.
Ok. Donc, pour l'épisode prochain, on va donc partir sur les souffrances de Constantin. Je pense ça. Je vais regarder juste sur les quêtes. Donc, demande d'aide à Sivius pour le guérisseur. Là, du coup, bah évidemment, la fameuse... le guérisseur se rend au village indiqué par Petrus. Et parler au père Lessinus. Donc je pense que après on va aller à Ven, l'épisode d'après, du coup, je pense que la prochaine fois je l'aurai du coup. On va aller à Ven Shagano.